What's up, Madden fans? It's Lethal back with another Madden video. Today, I'm using the New England Patriots. I'm telling you right now, if you're struggling to get wins in regs, use the Patriots. Alright, now I know what y'all thinking. They ain't really got no receiving core, and Cam ain't the same Cam from Carolina, but I'm trying to tell y'all now. They have two very good running backs in Sony Michel and James White. Moving Rex Burkhead to fullback creates another decent blocker and running back wide receiver option. Basically, he can catch out the backfield just as well as James White does. And then you use the speed of Demetrius Byrd on the outside, and you use Julian Edelman's ability to guard people on in routes, out routes, middle of the field, stuff like that. And their tight end has some decent speed on him. I can't pronounce his name, but all in all, the O-line is still dominant. And since they allow quarterbacks to move on this game, Cam Newton is a very good option in case you need to scramble to make a play. So as you can already tell by the beginning clip, I'm going against the top 100 opponent, but I'm saving that game for last. This first game is against the Vikings. This is just me trying to try out this strategy. Right here, third down, I'm going to try to hit them with the pass option, but it got batted down. But I said, you know what, I'm going for it. I got Killer Cam, and I don't want to leave this drive without having 6. So right here, I just floated up there. Look at the beautiful catch by the tight end. And just to add insult to injury after I just went for it on 4th down, I'm going to go for 2. And like I said, here's what Cam Newton's very effective. He's fast enough to where you got to respect him running. As soon as you do that, easy dot to the tight end. Now, the reason why I say the Patriots will give you dub has nothing to do with their offense, clearly. It's all about the defensive side of the ball for these guys. Their secondary is the best in the league. And because of the way this game is this year, where there's a lot more man coverage being played, what better team to play man coverage with than the Patriots? With McCourty and Gilmore, those are 2 lockdown corners. And then Jonathan Jones has 94 speed. J.C. Jackson has 90 speed. You can move Patrick Chung into that sub linebacker spot, and it just turns this team into an animal. And having Terrence Brooks with 90 speed over the top of strong safety, it's a win-win all the way around. Of course, in real life, a lot of the guys for the Patriots are either sitting out right now or injured. Because Dante Hightower, who you will see make big plays later, is they just make up so much of the defense. Now, the patch 10 update. As you can tell by that interception drop, there is a lot of drop passes going on with the new patch. I don't know what's going on with Madden. And to be honest with you, I don't even know whether they should fix it or not. Now, a lot of people will probably criticize me and be like, what are you talking about? Receivers shouldn't drop wide open passes. In real life, they do drop wide open passes sometimes. I mean, no, I don't expect the superstars to. I heard people like Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, DeAndre Hopkins, those guys are dropping wide open passes. Nah, that shouldn't happen. But in reality, it does happen. I'm pretty sure you can find a clip of those same guys on YouTube dropping a wide open pass. It happens. Now, should it happen in a video game? That's to be decided. That's one of those things where, I wish Madden I wish EA would literally leave the game alone and let people figure it out. Because no matter what they do to the game at this point, it's just going to keep frustrating people more and more. Like I said when I played the beta, as you see me going against the Saints now, when I first played the beta, I thought it was trash. I was so used to 20 that it took me a while to adjust to different things, like how the defense react, the run game look to be non-existent, things like that. Of course, Madden always goes back to what it's used to, but the more I played the beta and got used to the controls, I thought it was a pretty decent thing. I was like, so you no longer can take out 5 different reads that you see Cam scramble up the middle. You can no longer take out 5 different reads with the linebacker or safety. You gotta like choose one and stick to it. They added zone drops. They added different things. I really wish Madden would just leave the game alone and let the users figure it out. Of course, we're going to be frustrated with a new game. Why? Because it's new. It's something we're not used to. Once we get used to it, then let us determine whether we like it or not. But don't judge nothing off the first month of playing Madden. That's my rule of thumb for EA. Do not judge anything off the first month, because people are still getting used to the game. After about a month, then listen to the things that people are telling you, like the quick X to the tight end pass, and the little glitches, the disengage glitch by the D-line, stuff like that. Then you fix it. Special teams was the biggest part of this second game. As you see, I got the punt down to the 2-yard line that turned into their interception. That interception led to this touchdown by Julian Edelman. But special teams is very important. It's one of those things that you don't really think about it in the grand scheme of things, but think about it like this. A lot of people have missed extra kicks this year. A lot of people have missed field goals to win the game. Special teams has consistently been a huge part of some people's strategy as far as kick returns with like Tyreek Hill, or bringing Bobby Wagner down on the kickoff just to get that hit stick. Like, special teams is very important. And sometimes that be the thing to make up the game. But right here, as you can see Devin McCourty picking off, this is why you use the Patriots. You got 2 X-Factor, well, you have an X-Factor free safety and an X-Factor corner. But you got everything you need defensively in order to force a stop. And the biggest thing, as I slow this play down, this is a boneheaded play by me. I don't know what the hell I was looking at. Circle running wide open, and then I throw it here. But the biggest thing that comes down to Madden and skill, because I don't think it's that big of a skills gap anymore since so many people play Madden. I think it's just about getting at least one stop and like controlling the game by halftime. Because to be honest, if you get ball first, you want to be up a touchdown at halftime. Right here, another special teams play. Is Jonathan Jones, the fastest man on the field. Nobody's going to catch him. But when you get the ball at halftime and the game is tied, essentially it's a 0-0 ball game, you feel like you have all the confidence because you feel like you can go down there and score and put the game away. And it's like the person that can always generate that one stop when they need it, whether it's a couple of interceptions throughout the game or a fumble here that just changed the momentum of the game or whatever it is, that's what really makes up Madden players now. It's not about who's the better Madden player. Because to be honest with you, no matter what formations we're coming out in, we all know what each other is doing. Like, somebody come with 3 tight ends on the field. We know you're running the football. We can run commit. And just because it's Madden, you're still going to get yards. You can be in a passing down. We tell them to play the outside and make them throw it to the middle. Guess what? They still make the pass to the outside and, get a chance to stop the clock. So it just comes down to finding a team that can give you a stop and give you an extra possession just to put the game away. And I feel like if you use the Patriots, they give you the best chance off their strength if they have the best defense. Now, defenses that are up there, in my opinion, would be the Steelers, because T.J. Watt and Cameron Hayward are animals. The Seahawks, Bobby Wagner, Jamal Adams, they're pretty good. Surprisingly, the Cardinals have a very good defense. Chandler Jones gets around the edge. Isaiah Simmons is self-explanatory for everybody this year, but Buda Baker with the ability. And it's just finding teams that can give you a stop defensively is what it's all about. One team I always really like, even though they never have been high rated for a long time now, is the Giants. Because the Giants front four, when you look at it, is a dominant front four. And with Lorenzo Carter's speed, you can do a lot of things with their defense. It's just for them, if Saquon ain't getting 200 yards per game, it's just tough to use him. So at this point, I know you guys are patiently awaiting the gameplay against the top 100 opponent, Caleb the Great 13. And that's going to be the last gameplay, as I stated earlier. But I just wanted to get you guys a feel for what the Patriots are about. No, they don't have the speed at receiver besides one guy, but sometimes that one guy's all you need. Case in point, Julian Edelman too damn slow to make the route work. And honestly, if I would have threw the ball a little sooner, possibly low pass it just because he was in front, possibly could have made that catch. But you know, I'm not really a passer. I'm still working on my mechanics. There again, it's patch 10. Tight end wide open, bounces off his hands. We come up with the interception. That's kind of what's been happening in every game I play. I figured it out. Like, if I'm wide open, I can't possession catch it. I can't spectacular catch it or none of that. I just gotta let the animation happen on its own, as you see a little bit of stick work. But if somebody is near me in any capacity, I can always possession catch it, and I have not had a problem with it. It's just the wide open passes that's throwing me off. Right there, Alvin Kamara gets up the field, and at this point, I pretty much got the game under control. I'm just trying to waste clock, and I'm trying to make him take a long time to score. Scores 23-6. I already know he's going to Thomas, because why would you not go to Thomas? He catches everything. I'm all over it, and he throws it away from Thomas just because I'm double teaming. At this point in the game, like I said, wasting clock, that's all I care about. I want him to take this all the way down to the end of the quarter, and then I want him to waste a couple of possessions, you know, as this quarter starts. But unfortunately, you know, Drew Brees is too good. He motions out Kamara, so now I got to watch for him and Thomas. He throws it to the tight end. Touchdown. So right here, I took a lot of time off the clock, but this is the IQ play of the game. Alright, he did not want to use his timeout, so I took the penalty. With me taking the penalty, that's going to allow for a good extra 5 to 6 seconds to run off the clock. As you see, the clock stops at 2:04 with a great punt, putting him at the 5-yard line. Now at this point, I forced him on 4th down. I wish I would have showed you guys how Hightower was dominating this 4th quarter. Like, he was everywhere on the field, as you just saw the tip. But, you know, it is what it is. I kept putting Hightower in a spy, and for some reason, he just kept making plays. He would not let nothing happen underneath. Right here, this is a beautiful throw from Brees to Thomas. And after he hit that, I knew he was going to set it up on the left side. So this time, I see Thomas, I manned him up. Alright, because I already know what he was going to do. He just hit me with that play on the opposite side. So this time I manned him up. I'm not worried about Brees scrambling. He throws it to Thomas again. We get the pick, and that's going to end the ball game. Alright, so let's get to this top 100 matchup. I'm using the Patriots. Baltimore Ravens, as you can see, Caleb the Great 13. This is a top 100 opponent, which I will verify at the end of the game. And playing against top 100 people, you already know it's going to be a dogfight. Like, I know I'm good at Madden. I knew it was going to be a dogfight. But I hate when Madden gives these people every advantage in the world. Like, he's top 100. I'm getting ball first, which is bad. Um, you know, because at this point, I can't go into halftime tied. That's just a recipe for disaster. And like I said, the Patriots offense, I mean, who do they really have? Edelman is old. Bird, he's fast, but now I got Marlon Humphreys and Marcus Peters. Like, come on, man, y'all can do better. They could have kept matching me up with bums. I'd be just fine with that, improving my record. But nonetheless, I love playing top 100 opponents. I always try to invite those guys to my league because I just think it makes me a better Madden player playing them all the time. Right here, Sony Michel kind of did his thing in the first quarter, breaking off some big runs. And he could not find an answer to stop this run. This is my patent and run play out of the Dallas playbook. You know, for some reason, a lot of people struggle against it. And ever since I developed that scheme, it's been helping me get wins, so I just stick with it. For me, it's about containing Lamar Jackson. But let's be honest, I think it's pretty much impossible to contain Lamar Jackson at this point. Right here, you're going to see him scramble.
Was he in 5-1?
Davis is going to eventually make the tackle. Easy first down. Alright, I'm bringing everybody into the box. I don't want to commit to putting spies on the field just yet, just because, you know, when you do guard one thing, he tends to still make something happen with Lamar Jackson anyway.
Oh, good.
And he did a great job of recognizing cover 3 and just beating the coverage. Right here, he's going to continually just grind it out with Mark Ingram. Of course, he ain't really getting no yards, 3 rushes, 11 yards. He's not really getting anywhere, but he's content. Right here, this is where I say it's impossible to stop Lamar.
Oh,
who supposed to stop
God, get there.
You know, like, I put my people in the perfect position, and he just outruns them anyway. Right here, this is what I'm talking about. Alright, I know what play coming. He gets to the outside. Outruns him, spin move,
my God,
touchdown.
bro.
Slow that down. Alright, outruns him, spin move on the CPU, touchdown. How is that bad defense? I had 2 people with a chance to hit him before you even got to the end zone. Alright, so now I'm just trying to score before the half. I'm going to keep handing it off till he proves we can stop this run. As you can see, he's trying whatever defense he can think of, but no, Sony Michel, he's a dog. Great blocks up the field. Too fast for Judon. Touchdown. Alright, at this point, it's starting to look like Madden 20 for me. And right before the half, it's like, I just want to, if I can't stop him from moving the ball down the field, I just want to make him settle for 3 so I can be up at halftime. That's all I'm hoping for. Right there, that was a bullshit penalty.
I hate when he does that.
Right here, this is just a dot to Marquise Brown. And, like, yo, this dude is tough. At this point, I'm trying to hold him to 3. You know, I'm putting spies on the field in case Lamar try to scramble. Right there, I thought I had a pick, but they said no, I stepped out of bounds, and I know the way this game is. Again, he's reading cover 3, drops back, easy dot, touchdown right before half. So coming out the second half is his ball, and we got to come up with a stop. Alright, I don't care how we do it, we just got to come up with a stop. Right here, great job shooting the gap, and we was on that all game, just not giving him a chance to get those running backs going. Right here, I'm so glad they didn't let Lamar outrun me this time. But honestly, if he takes that play to the other side, he probably finds a lot of yards. That's why I think that's the hardest play to stop in the game. Right there, again, beating cover 3. And at this point, I realized what he was looking at on defense, so I kind of changed it up. Again, he hands it off. I have to be diligent on Lamar Jackson. So sometimes he's going to get 4 or 5 yards. Sometimes he's not going to go nowhere. Right there, great job shooting the gap by McCourty. And this is the play of the game to me. If we can hold him here, we can force 3. Alright, he drives back, overthrow by Lamar Jackson, forces the 3. So that's the stop that we needed. At this point, it's touchdown or nothing for me. Y'all know how I get in these situations. If it ain't a touchdown, fuck it. I'ma just make you go the length of the field. Calais Campbell is the biggest reason why the Ravens are relevant. Because, yes, I get that Lamar Jackson is tough, but eventually, you know, you can get a stop on their offense. Because they only got one burner in Marquise Brown. And their running backs are not too fast. But defensively, if Calais Campbell was not plugging up the middle, I don't know how good this team's defense would be. I know Michael Pierce is no longer there, but man, Calais gives them something that they didn't even have last year. And Marcus Pierce can pretty much do Michael Pierce, he can pretty much do the same thing. So right there, we get the much needed touchdown. The Bird Cam is making plays like he always do. Big sack by Derek Wise Jr. 2nd and 15. You know, he kept reading cover 3. This time, Patrick Chung was there with the man coverage. Picks it off.
Damn, Patrick,
Cool.
I didn't know.
At this point, if I get a touchdown, the game is over. If not, I at least want to make him waste his timeouts. With 2 minutes left, that's my goal. So right here, he's pretty much expecting run. I'm reading cover 3. It actually ended up being cover 1. But it's cool. This was really a pass lead to the outside. And instead of scoring, I just elected to try to take his timeouts because I was in field goal range anyway. After taking all 3 of his timeouts, now the pressure is on him. Can Lamar Jackson take his team down the field? Honestly, if I was going against the Seahawks, I would have just took the touchdown. Because if Russell Wilson is the best quarterback on this game, hands down. 2nd being Patrick Mahomes, 3rd Lamar Jackson. But I'm more confident that we can, you know, plug up Lamar Jackson than I can, you know, any of those other guys. So again, we just kind of containing Lamar Jackson, waiting for him to try to scramble. And with no timeouts, if he does try to take off, that's in our favor. So this is the ball game, 4th and 10. He's going to drop back. I told my team to play inside. They still allowed a catch on the sideline. Big play right here. Lamar drops back for the touchdown, and Patrick Chung comes up with the pick again to seal the game.
Let's go. Let's slide. Let's slide.
That's just clutch right
Patrick.
there.
Gonna be the ball game, bro.
I'm going to go ahead and need
Cam Newton
Cam
didn't even really
Newton.
have to throw that much, but a couple of times.
and walk
bro.
away with the dub.
You can't
Great
stop.
game, Caleb the Great, 13. And this is my proof that he's a top 100 opponent. Alright, so I hope you guys have enjoyed today's content. I'm gonna be continue using different teams, man. I actually got some losses to upload to you guys, so just stay tuned for that. I don't just show you guys my wins. I was just showing y'all how good the Patriots were. But I got a few losses. They ain't with the Patriots, but when I upload them, you'll see what happened. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Hit like on the video. It helps me out, helps me grow. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers this year. And yeah, it's been Lethal. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.